Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aaron, with Evolution Daily. Saturday, I was out at a bar in Columbus, Ohio, and I was running my game, doing my thing, having a really fun night. When all of a sudden, I looked down at this girl, and I noticed that this is a girl from my past. This is a girl that I used to obsess over. My very first job was in a pizza shop, and she worked in the Subway that was right next to my pizza shop. And she would come over and we would talk, and I'd go over there and we would talk, and I'd take her food, and I'd offer her rides home, and I'd give her rides home, and I'd talk to her about her boy problems, and I'd fucking just do everything that I could do. I would bring her coworkers cigarettes. I was even being nice to the coworker as to win over her favor. I was complimenting her all the time on how pretty she was, just being just the nicest fucking guy in the world to this fucking girl. And then I would go home and I would think about her right before I'm falling asleep. I was obsessed with this girl. Now, I saw her the other night and she looked the same. She looked the same as she did back then. She's maintained her appearance. It wasn't that she literally looks any older or anything like that, but she looks the exact same. And I just realized that I have come so far in this shit that I wouldn't even open her at this point. I wouldn't even see her in a bar and try to talk to her and try to pull it. Like I would I'm so much above and past that point that I wouldn't even fuck with that girl anymore. And it was such a revelation to me. We got to talking and it was so funny because I'm actually there with my wing and I'm explaining to him like, dude, I used to be obsessed with this girl. And I told her, I was fucking in love with you. I would have done anything for you. You could have had me giving you like half of my fucking paycheck back then. She's like, well, you never told me that. Maybe I would have actually dated. I'm like, no, you wouldn't have actually dated. I'm like, you're looking at me now like, yeah, I would date you now, of course. So then you project that onto who I was in the past, but no fucking way. She's like, well, you never even told me that back then. I'm like, yeah, because like, that's not who I was back then. I wasn't able to I didn't get sexual with girls back then. I didn't get sexual with girls. I didn't feel worthy of of any girl really, but even like that girl, I didn't even feel worthy of her. Even though now, like I said, I'm at a place where I wouldn't even open. Back then, it was like she was everything to me. And I just love these sorts of situations because you're able to track your progress in your own mind. But then you have these tangible results that you're able to look at, and you're able to be like, okay, so in the last year, in the last 2 years, in the last 3 years, I have had this X level of success with women. Yours is going to be different than mine, but I've had this level of success with women. And it's different girls that I've dated, it's different girls that I've slept with, lots of different girls that I've slept with, really hot girls who have like legitimate, like the legit models, girls who are actually like trying to make it in acting. And I'm like, oh, this girl's so hot. Like, I really think that like, even if she's just decent acting, she can make it in a fucking actress. Like, and then I look at this girl and I'm like, I used to obsess over her. Now the danger comes here, okay? The danger with obsession, the way that I obsess over this particular girl, is that I felt like shit all of the time. I felt like shit because I was obsessed with something that I didn't think that I could actually have. I didn't feel worthy of this girl. And it ate me up inside. And I remembered it. When I saw her, I started having like these negative feelings about the fact that I remember just thinking to myself, man, if only I could have her. If I could just have her, then everything else would be good. And now I'm able to be at a place where I see her, I have some fun with her, we fuck around a little bit, but I'm not even interested. And so by not being interested, I swear to God, it was as if I was gaming her and I was getting all of the IOIs that I would get from a set that's going well. But this is from a girl from my past who's like, wow, man, I could have ended up with him. Nah. I'm the higher value now to her. And so because of that, I'm able to just sit back a little bit and be like, wow, this shit's working. And maybe this video comes off a little narcissistic. Maybe I shouldn't even be putting this out into the world, but I don't care. I want to put it out into the world because the message that I really want to get through into this video is that girl right now, if you're at a low level of game, if you're at a place where you know that you need to grow, and I promise you, you will. If you just stick to this shit, you keep watching the videos, you keep going out and applying what you're learning in my videos, and you go out and you keep doing it and you fucking hammer it out, It's patience. Gary Vaynerchuk is always talking about patience when it comes to business. The same exact thing goes for game. You've got to have patience. And that girl that you're obsessing over right now, that you can't have, that you don't think you can have, game until you can have her, and then you won't even want her.